welcome back to another video, Heart to Heart with Harriet. And today we have our beautiful special guest, Simone. I'm so happy. I love your confidence, sis.
Thanks.
Yeah, so today we have our beautiful guest, and I'm so excited to have her here because she has been an amazing encouragement to the vision of Heart to Heart with Harriet. She was someone that was like, pushing her, like, oh, like, you guys, I love your vision, and I love what you guys are doing. And she really, she encouraged us, she saw what we were doing, and that's why she's someone that I always remember when it comes to, doing this thing that we're doing. I always remember her, so I really wanted her on here so she could give her perspective, get some insights from her as well with some of the questions that we're going to be asking today. And yeah, so how are you doing, Simone?
I am good. Anything? Well, first of all, thank you for having me here.
No worries at all.
And keep going. Keep going with this vision. Keep doing what you're doing because you are touching a lot of hearts, not only in this nation, but also in other places. Because I randomly get text messages when I post your small snippets on my Instagram stories. People from India, America, they just go like, oh, that touched me. Oh, I needed that,
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
So just keep going with what you're doing. So
Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, so today's topic, we're going to be basically talking about getting out of ourselves and becoming like our ultimate beings. Because I always talk about this, how we often have so many dreams in our hearts and things we want to do, but we don't always really do them. They just sit there. We have an idea, we have, passions, but they just sit there. Nothing really comes out of it. And so I think I like to really shed light on certain issues that I feel like are issues that we should always discuss and really talk about so that we can become our best selves, ourselves that God has always intended for us to be.
Yeah.
So today I have beautiful Simone here who is going to be answering some questions for us so we can get some insights. First thing I'm going to start with is what is one verse that you stand by in life? A verse that you always, live by, just in general.
I think my main verse has always been Proverbs 3, verse 5 to 6.
Yeah.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He will make your path straight. So that is something that I always stand by.
Yeah.
And reason being is because sometimes as humans, we tend to control certain situations in our lives, but it always goes down south.
Yep.
And instead of that, our first thing should be to run to God, to trust Him.
Yeah.
Even though circumstances doesn't seem quite appealing, but He's still in control.
Yeah. 100%. No, honestly, that's a beautiful verse. And I think it's something that we should all live by because surrender is literally what allows us to prosper in life.
Yeah.
Like literally wanting to always do it all on our own. We always see that.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work out. Yeah. So, all right. So let's get into the question. So, all right. So who would you say that you are as an individual? And just a few words you can just describe. You don't have to go deep if you don't want to, obviously.
Okay. Yeah. Who I am as an individual. Firstly, I do see myself as a daughter of the Most High God. And I've not always seen myself in that way. I've battled a lot of rejection growing up. I've gone through depression. I've fought depression, fought self-harm. And because I never saw myself as someone that's worthy. But when I came to know Christ as my Lord and Savior, the first thing that I felt was acceptance. That I'm valued, I'm loved. And that's who I see I am. I see myself as the daughter of the Most High. Like my Father loves me, irrespective of how I can be. So, that would be a little bit.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. And so many of us out there before Christ, we are going through a whole heap of insecurities, fear, depression, all sorts of things. And before we know God, we don't know that we're actually loved, we're actually cared for.
Exactly.
That actually, no, we're actually not those things. We're more than those things, and we're cherished, So isn't it just beautiful that when we find God, we find who we actually are?
True.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's so good. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, and so do you think that you're living out every part of you that you have intended to live? Like every part that God has put in your heart to live out?
I wish I could say yes.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say 100%. There's still some things that I think I can live to my full potential. And but I think it's a journey.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get it in one go.
Yeah.
It's always a learning curve,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't think I'm 100% there yet.
Yeah.
But I'm on the path
Yeah.
to getting there.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. I think, and a lot of us actually on that journey as well, because or some of us are on the journey of that, like knowing that it's there, the potential is there, but not doing anything about the potential.
Yes.
And I think that's the saddest part, when you know you actually could do something, or God has dropped ideas in your heart, and you're not doing anything about it. And I think that's why we're really doing this, because we want everyone to begin to live out like their full potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think, like you said as well, it's really a journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's not, it doesn't have to happen straight away, but I think once we start to get onto that path of, I want to achieve everything that God has put in my heart, you know? Yeah. So no, definitely. There was this saying, I think Miles Monroe, when he said all the ideas and all the books that should be written and everything that amazing things that could be done are all in the grave. We find them in the graveyard because it was never done.
Yeah, and how sad that is. Yeah.
So we're going to get onto that journey of, you know, just starting to establish ourselves and living out our full potential.
Exactly. And it takes a lot, you know. You need to be obedient. You need to be disciplined. You need to have a plan set out.
Yeah.
And more than everything, put God in that vision. Put God in that journey. Put Him first, you know. The Bible is clear. Seek ye first the kingdom, and everything else shall fall in place.
Amen.
Because the minute you start seeking God, not an easy journey, but it's a beautiful journey.
Yeah.
The more you seek God, the more you see everything around you which is falling in place. The plans that He has will start to establish itself.
Exactly.
So it's really stepping out in faith.
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome. All right, and then next question. So, do you think that you're holding back in any way in like the things that you wanna achieve? Do you think that you hold back quite a bit sometimes?
I think I do.
Yeah.
As a person, I think yes and no. The reason I think I hold back is because I tend to put people first.
Okay.
Which is not wrong. It is good to put people first, but not at the expense where you are not growing, where your growth is hampered.
Yeah.
You know, it's good because if you are not growing, how can you help someone else grow? So I think that would kind of be something that I need to work on. And in that way, I think I kind of harbor my growth, you know, if that makes sense.
No, 100%.
But I think the year that's just gone, 2022, I'm really starting to learn to put myself there.
Yeah.
You know, to start walking where God wants me to be, to just being a yes God.
Yeah.
Other
than yes, people always like people pleasing, always making sure that everyone else is okay, but really, are you okay as well? Yeah, no, 100%. I think sometimes people can really be like that, like just everyone else's needs. And I think if your cup is not full, like how can you even fill anybody else's cup? You know, you'll be empty there. Internally, you're not alright, because it's like you haven't also focused on the things that you need to be focusing on.
Exactly.
And we want to talk about the I guess the hindrances and the things that you think that, you know, actually does hold you back from living out those things in your heart that you want to do for your life.
I think being very honest, because it's heart to heart. So heart to heart.
Yes.
I think one of the biggest reasons is sometimes, as much as I'm out there doing things, I can be lazy.
Okay.
That's news.
Okay, that's
Just expose myself.
That's a fact there. A lot of people can be very lazy, actually, me included.
So, just exposing myself at your channel.
No, honestly, this is facts. This is 100% facts. And this is what I like. This is heart to heart, you know? Yeah. No, honestly, laziness, procrastination even.
Oh, yeah, that's my middle name.
Literally procrastination. Anything you could think of that, like, instead of actually doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're doing something else, you know? And it's like, where's that going to lead us? How are we going to get to where we want to get? And then it's like, we're going to become frustrated because we never actually put the time and the effort, you know? So, I think really recognizing what are the things that actually cause me to hold back from giving my all. Like, what are the things, you know? I think it's very important because when we know, okay, I'm going to start to get lazy, then you think, okay, how can I be productive? You begin to, because I was actually reading something this morning about someone followed me on Instagram and they were like, it was basically about basically healthy marriages and what you can really work on to make your marriage healthy. And they say that a lot of people often focus on, show all the positive things, show your love, show your care, be there, show all of those, but really they never tell you about working on the things that are the hardest parts, really working on, for example, like you said, laziness or not helping out or dealing with all the things that cause the dysfunctions or the trauma or the hurt and all the vulnerability. You don't always hear people talking about dealing with those things so that your marriage thrives, and it's like a lot of the time we don't want to talk about the bad things and the things that, but really they're the ones that when we deal with those things, we become like a more healthy and a more fruitful, individual in life. So 100%. Like dealing with those things, man, that laziness.
It's important. And I think like in the experience that I've had, like even as a teenager, long time ago, I think the other thing I really held myself because I love soccer. I always wanted to be in a soccer team, right? In the girls' soccer team and stuff. I was onto it. But when the time came to sign up to do it, self-doubt. I was like, I hate to fail. That's my thing. I don't like failure. Okay. So if I do something, I want to do it the best. I want to give my 100%. If not, I'm not doing it.
So that pressure to like be perfect, that perfectionism thing. Wow.
So that's actually now.
So that's actually something that holds people back sometimes as well.
Absolutely.
Wow, wanting to get it
done.
All of it.
But now, thank God, that's not as bad now. I've learned to pull back and just go you know what, give it a shot. Life is to live. Not to contemplate, not to procrastinate. Do it.
Because you're not gonna get anywhere. Like you get distracted, and then like you said, you won't want to do it, and then it's like it's not done. It's not done. Oh God! Wow. Honestly, that's crazy. Hey. Me, I'm like, no, I'm doing it. Even if I fail, and I'm gonna do it. No, but honestly, I think that there was actually this book, something Johnson. I can't remember his name. He said that perfectionism and excellence are two different things. Like excellence is you actually giving your all, and even if you don't get it 100%, but you still gave your all. Perfectionism is saying, no, I gotta get it perfect, and you can never always get it perfect. No one always gets it 100%. Because we're human beings, we're not God. There's no time where we're going to get everything right, So if we function from a place of excellence, like God, I want to do it excellently because you desire for me to function from a place of excellence, then we work towards that and we just try our best to do the best we can.
Exactly.
Instead of, because then you beat yourself up when you don't do it properly.
You don't need people to do that to you when you're doing it to yourself.
Exactly. You wouldn't, you wouldn't appreciate it. I think function from a place of excellence, hey? Instead of perfectionism.
That's deep.
No, but okay, so basically last question. So are you willing to put in the work needed to achieve the desires in your heart? So do you feel that you're at a place where you're like, okay, you know what, I think it's time, we actually need to put in the work now, we need to get it done kind of thing?
Well, yes, my answer would definitely be yes. I'm willing to put the work, the effort in. And soon I'm starting a small project of my own, which I've been contemplating for 2 years, and you know that. So finally I'm starting off something that I'm passionate about, that I've dreamt of, and that is my own social media / photography company. And just getting ready to roll, just establishing the things that I need to establish at the moment. So finally, I've stepped out and I'm ready to run in that vision that God has set for me.
That's beautiful. I'm so excited. I feel like these questions were meant for you or something.
I think so.
These questions really, but God is good, very. I think honestly, once he keeps knocking at your heart and he's like, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. Once you get to the point where it's like, okay, okay, I hear you, God, like, let's go. And just running with God and being like, I need to surrender to you, otherwise I can't do this on my own. Because I think when we try to do it on our own, we fail every time. Every time we fail. But when we give it to God, He will say, all right, I know you might fail, but it's all right, get up, let's go again. Let's do it.
He's got your back. Now you just got to trust Him. Going back to the first question, Proverbs 3, 5, 6. So it's just trusting God.
Trusting the Lord, exactly. No, that's beautiful, man. So so that's basically all the questions. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming and doing this video with us. Obviously, like, I felt like the questions were really they came at the right time for you. I don't know. I said, like, I was telling you before that I feel like God put you in my heart. And guys, stay tuned for the amazing work that is about to come. Very exciting stuff. So stay tuned. I think we'll definitely get you on here again and you can talk about your work. You can talk about your work so everyone knows. And she's a beautiful individual, guys. And I just want to really appreciate you for coming and doing this with me.
No worries, anytime. And keep going. You know, honestly, keep doing what you're doing. Because it's really touching heart to heart with heart. There you go.
Yes, exactly, guys. So awesome. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you staying this far if you did. And we thank you to Simone again for being here. Really appreciate her. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got something out of it. And I pray that you're blessed and that you have a beautiful day. Thank you. See you guys. What does that mean?
It's a heart, Korean heart.
Oh, because people are always doing that.
Heart to Harriet.
Honestly, people are always doing that. And I'm like, what the heck is that? What does that mean?
Heart.
I'm going to be doing that now. Heart to Harriet. All right, awesome. Thank you so much.